Hi there, let's talk about the dot and cross diagram for sodium chloride. The very first step, before we even draw it out, we need to think, is sodium a type of metal? Or is it a type of nonmetal? What about chlorine? Because we need to identify if this is ionic compound or covalent compound, or is it something related to the metallic substance? Well, sodium, you might remember, that is a type of metal, which you can see it on the left-hand side of the periodic table. On the other hand, chlorine is a type of nonmetal, which you can see it on the right-hand side of the periodic table. And this is the moment for you to reach the conclusion that this is an ionic compound. And then let's keep going. Now that we know it's ionic compound, then we need to think which group is sodium in and which group can we find the chlorine. Sodium is in group 1 and chlorine is in group 7. I'm pretty sure that we can see that from the periodic table. The fact that sodium is in group 1, that means it has 1 electron in its outer shell. Let's start with the drawing, shall we? Sodium, 1 electron. Chlorine is in group 7, that means chlorine has 7 electrons in its outer shell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, I think the chlorine looks a bit ugly at this point. Sorry about that. Okay, and then let's move on. And both of them, they want to achieve a full outer shell. How is that possible? Well, since this is ionic compound, then some of them is going to lose the electron, some of them is going to gain the electron. In this case, sodium is going to lose the electron, chlorine is going to gain the electron, and then they'll both have a full outer shell. I'm going to show you what I meant. After sodium loses that outer shell electron, then it's going to become the sodium plus ion because it lost 1 negatively charged electron. After chlorine gained that extra electron, let me just draw it out one by one. Okay, see these 7 crosses, they belong to the chlorine at the very beginning, but in this dot, that's the extra electron that the chlorine received from the sodium, and at this moment, chlorine become the chlorine ion. And now we can see that it totally makes sense that this is ionic compound because you got a sodium plus ion, you got a chlorine minus ion. And they attract each other very strongly to form the strong ionic bonding. Okay, I think that's that for this question. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.